it's me, Erica, and so today I'm going to do another figure in chat. And if this is your first video watching this kind of video, this is just basically me unboxing figures that I've gotten since the last time I've kind of made this video, and then showcasing it in a more not unformal or like casual way, just because when I do like formal figure reviews I usually just say, oh, it looks good or it looks cool. So I decided to do this so I can kind of like chat with you guys as well as like just unbox figures that I need to unbox. And this has been since I think November-ish since I've had some of these figures, but I've just kind of gotten lazy and not opened a ton. But I've also like cut down on the amount of figures that I've been getting just for space reasons. But I will go ahead and start unboxing because my camera is gonna run out of battery, even though I thought I charged it all. But of course, every time I record a video, it like depletes the battery. So I will get to it. But I have a lot of figures today that are very nostalgic to me, even though some of them are new, so I'm excited to show you guys. But the first figure, of course, that that is like kind of not falling in that nostalgic category is this Majima figure. I already from Digista, so I already have the one where he has a snakeskin jacket. But then, of course, if you watch my previous videos, I was kind of upset, but at the same time, because I wish I just waited, because they first Digista released first like the outfits where they have their regular clothes, but then like months later they released the ones where they're just showing off their tattoos, which is a very integral part of the Yakuza or Like a Dragon series. But yeah, I think I jumped the bandwagon on it first because there wasn't that many Yakuza or Like a Dragon figures at the time. So once a studio announced it, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go grab it. But realistically, I could have just waited and I got what I wanted. But I'm still keeping the other ones because I really love the series. So I got him from Ami Ami. So if you buy from Ami Ami, you also get this exclusive matte or like cloth fabric poster that you can put under them. Since I pre-ordered the others with Ami Ami 2, the Kiryu and Ichiban one that I've gotten, also have these things, but I haven't really displayed them with that just because I don't really have the space to. But you know, I'm also very excited. I've probably already talked about it before in a previous video for the, I believe it is Alter or somebody is making like actual scales of them. And I'm glad that Yakuza is getting that series love and getting more figures, because there's also like androids that are coming out of them, so I'm very excited. So here is the base for it. It just has Majima's tattoo on the bottom, and then the design. Okay, so now here he is. Like the guru kind of thing. If it could only focus. Oh, come on. The lighting is also kind of weird. Oh, there you go. The lighting also is kind of weird right now, just because it's been raining where I've lived, so it's just like an overcast. But yeah, here he is. And I really like the tattoo design. This is why I originally just wanted to get ones that have their tattoos, because their tattoos are an integral part of them. And they look really good. So yeah. So Majima was the only figure that isn't really nostalgic to me, just because that's a newer series for me. Started playing that game in like 2020. But like these ones, very nostalgic. So I'll start with the really big one. I got the Gem series Byakuga Kuchi from the Bleach 1000-year Blood War. Byakuga was my favorite husbando from Bleach, and I really loved him. And I mean, I loved Bleach when I was younger because they used to be part of the big three, I feel like. And now there's kind of been a resurgence because the new anime has been coming out. And I love Byakuya. I never think he got a figure, but I'm very happy to have him. He, as I mentioned, one of my husbandos, and I'm excited to have him. I try not to buy too many big figures of Bleach because there's a lot of them. but they're just so good looking. Like I'm probably gonna pre-order the Rukia figure that's coming out by Gem as well. But I just wanted one of Byakuya. And I really loved him because, I don't know, I also read this fan fiction back in the day, but I can't, you know, I can't even for the life of you tell you what it was called. But it was just about like Byakuya having like a childhood friend, and like you know, they end up meeting again in the future. I don't know what it, but you know, it used to be on like Quizilla, which does not exist anymore, so like it's like a lost piece of media for me to find out what that was. But you know, I still hold on memories for that, and it's really nice. And if you always see me like going back and forth, I always use my X-Acto knife when I do these kinds of videos, so it's really hard. I really like this design. I know people are kind of having qualms about it, but I really liked how the Sakura look around him. And I probably will pause the video and then put them together, and then I'll show you guys how he looks like. But so I will put him together, but here he is just in general. He looks really nice. I like the movement in his jacket too, so it's really cool, and he looks pretty cool too. So I'm gonna put him together with the Sakura. Now I've put together Byakuya, and he was pretty easy to set up. I really liked him. I was like, oh yeah, I was trying to put the sword in his hand, but I realized it's you know, it's part of his bankai. So it looks really nice. The only gripe I wish I did have is the Sakura. I wish they were colored more vibrantly. I know they were colored kind of like transparent, just so it looks like it's part of the water and you can see it through it and it's like moving. But I just wish the Sakura was more vibrant. That was my only gripe with it, but other than that, it is a pretty nice figure. I like how the base is basically mimicking the bankai, where the sword falls in to the water, and then of course all the Sakura comes out. But all in all, I'm really happy with this figure. I'm glad to have a Byakuya figure as well. Okay, so the next three are very nostalgic for me, and I will open up this one that I didn't realize had a figure for. So a long time ago, I shouldn't have been watching this anime honestly when I was younger, but I really love the anime Air Gear, which is basically like super powered like rollerblading. But I really like the anime, and I did like the manga, even though the manga was also kind of you know, different. It was like a really like big shonen manga in the day. Should I have been watching it? No, because there's a lot of like ecchi elements to it, but you know, I really like the anime. It's so much so that it became one of the first animes that I wrote a fanfic for back in the day on Quizilla, and so this kind of series just has a special place in my heart. And when I was looking on Mercari, because I am like selling some of my other stuff because there's just so much stuff and some things I just have to let go and give to other places, I was, you know, because you're selling stuff and you're buying stuff at the same time, it gives you recommendations of things to look for based on your searches, which, you know, how they get you. And I didn't realize that Air Gear had a figure, and this is a fairly older figure. This was made probably like in the 2000s, but it is one of my favorite characters from Air Gear. It is Ringo. And when I was looking, there was a back that is Simca, and I believe I got this for like $30 just because of course not that many people know this anime anymore, but it's actually in pretty good condition, so I'm happy to have her. And I think that was made in the 2000s. I'm very impressed. It really does look like that character, so I'm happy to have her. Oh. I will say though, and it's not too bad, because sometimes with older figures you get this like plastic residue. Ringo doesn't really have it too much. There is some like, you know, dust, but that's probably because the person you know, put this in storage a while back. and decided to sell her. So here she is, and they have the rollerblades, or how they call it, air treks. So yeah, I'm happy to have a figure of her. Usually older figures also have weird faces. This one's pretty good. It's made by Kodansha when I was looking at it, at least the figure was. But I will also have to set this off camera and see how she looks like all put together. And now here's her all put together. So she has a base, but at the same time, like, her base isn't really connected. You can honestly display her without the base, but it's just basically she has like a butt crevice where you just put the figure in so that she can stay in place. And she also comes with like an optional like fast food thing. But yeah, she's really cute. I'm probably gonna display her off of her base just because it'll take so much room. I just like her like this. So yeah, it's not really a stable base, as you can see, but yeah, very excited to have her. The last two items I have are Nendroids, and I'm very excited to have these Nendroids because I've never thought that I would see them ever, because they're from older anime series. But I feel like Good Smile has been, or just figure companies in general, have been releasing figures from older series, which I love because of course when those series were airing there wasn't too many figures, or figures haven't like been made for those specific figures, or those specific animes, or you know, there were, but you know, most of the people that were enjoying them could not afford them at that time. So the two figures I'm talking about is Tomoe from Kamisama Kiss and Trey Hartnett from Black Cat. So Kamisama Kiss is one of my favorite shoujo animes, and I'm happy that Tomoe exists because I feel like I've only seen like fan-made Nendroids of him, so the fact that a real Nendroid exists, I'm very happy about. My hope is though that they make a Nanami Nendroid to go with it, because I feel like sometimes with the older Nendroid series as well, they're only making like one character, and usually it's a male character just because it's more profitable for the shoujo series, I guess, to have like, you know, no husbando. But I would love to have the main character of like the anime as well, like Nanami, to be with them. So hello, this is Erica from Post Edit. So this is December 23rd, the day before Christmas, and somehow in the span of me making this video somehow manifested a Nanami Nendroid as well as a Demon Fox Nendroid of Tomoe, and somehow the universe is right. I just wanted to make that little recording in this this video, so yeah, manifestations work. I'll open it like and I'll just show him, because he does, of course, he comes with a lot of poses, but I think for sure the pose I'm gonna put him in is this really cute one with like his ears down. My guess is that it's similar to the Nyanko Sensei figure that I have that has magnetic ears. So here is Tomoe. So his ears aren't magnetic, they're actually things that you can take on and off, which is really cool. Of course, you know, having this model kind of exists, I was like, even if they don't make an Ikuto Nendroid to go with the, you know, the Shugochara series, you can realistically make one with Tomoe because Ikuto is also a cat boy. But I'm very happy to have him. I'm gonna go display it. If it only focus. It was focusing earlier. Come on. There it is. And of course now there's a shadow, but he's very detailed, which I really like, because I feel like Nendroids nowadays are getting less and less detailed, getting less and less parts, and getting more expensive. So I'm glad that this one is actually pretty okay and has things that are part of them. So the last thing I have is the Trey Hartnett, if I can find my thing, the Trey Hartnett Nendroid. This is also a Nendroid that I felt like I was never going to see anything of. So Black Cat, honestly, I can't remember what it was about, but I feel like it was about like bounty hunters, and Train was one of them. But it's also one of those series that I watched when I was younger, like I rented from the library, and that's why I really liked it. So yeah. And I just really like the opening song. I think it's called Dainahana, or like Diamond Flower or something. But I just really liked the anime, and it was just a really good anime, though I can't remember. That means I need to rewatch it. But here he is. He actually comes with a lot of parts, and very emotive for the faces, so I'm glad. I will open him once low. Now it's a different angle because my camera died, as you could tell by the weird ending of that clip, but I just wanted to kind of do a different angle right now because I don't want to put it back on the tripod because I have to take everything out. But here is a train. So yeah, he looks really cool. Like the anime, and he comes with a lot of parts. Honestly, he comes with like his gun, or that's not his. But I will show. It comes with a lot of faces and a lot of you know, kind of dynamic poses, which I mean I'm happy about. I feel like, you know, androids haven't been doing that a lot. But other than that, that is all the figures that I have gotten from the month of November to December. December was a lighter month because I feel like I was supposed to get one other figure, but it got pushed back. But I am happy with my purchases. I'm actually very excited, like about this Android that's coming out. While I was waiting for this thing to charge, I was like, oh yeah, I remember there's like a Nozaki, like from Gekkan Shoujo Nozaki-kun, which is an anime that I really love. It's like one of my favorite comedy animes, and I'm just excited for the figures that are gonna come. Obviously, there's been a lot less figures that I've been buying, which is good because I'm just running out of space. But other than that, yeah, that's it. I'm not sure when I'm gonna post this video. It might be before sorry, before the holidays or after the holidays. If it is before the holidays, have a happy holiday, and I'll see you guys next time. And if it's after the holidays, I hope you had a happy holiday. With that, thank you so much, you guys, for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.